Hello, it's Yogi here. I hope you're well. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. You pick one. I hope you're ready for a spot of stitch with me today. So, today, this is the piece I'd like to work on. So, this is Craft Cupboard from Colin Thompson. This is a Gecko Rouge pattern actually for nice change, and from Heaven and Earth. And so I've been meaning to come back to this piece for quite a while now. And yeah, there's so many pieces to work on. So, every day is different. And today, this is the lucky winner. So I'm going to give it some love today. So let me just show you what a markup looks like. So I want to show you the markup and also to show you where I am right now in terms of completion. Okay, so this is from Colin Thompson. This is a very popular piece for jigsaw puzzles as well. So here we go. There. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got so much going on. And it's such a fun piece. Every time I look at it, I discover new things, new items. And so this kit I've been working on maybe from the beginning of 2022. And it was in the middle of COVID, obviously. And I was obsessed with this piece. I was working on it single-mindedly, and you know how difficult it is for me to work on just a single piece. I was working on it probably every day for I say 6 months. It was remarkable. I was obsessed with it. So and then I got to the point that I got a little bit fatigued, so I moved on to some Heaven and Earth pieces, and back and forth. It's been 2002, so about, you do the math, 3 years, over 3 years now. And let me show you, I do have a picture that I took a while back, not covering the entire area, but some of the main area. So I started from upper left. So if I flip back, you can kind of have a look. Just look to the upper left corner where the Scrabble piece that says C is. This is kind of where I am. The Scrabble piece is just on upper left there. You can see the little red house, the bird house on upper left there. That's pretty much where I am right now. So still a little bit to go, a little bit to go. And this piece is massive. And I'll show you on my pattern keeper in a bit. Then you'll be able to appreciate the size of this piece. So let me flip it back here. And here's my pattern keeper. So let me just show you where I am right now. So let me zoom out all the way so you get to see the size, the actual size of this piece is absolutely massive. Over 3 years, this is what I've got so far. So so in totality, this piece has 832,000 stitches. So it's absolutely massive. I'm sure it's probably bigger than Supersize from Heaven and Earth. So it's an epic piece. My percentage right now is 8.2, 8.02 actually. For such a huge piece, this is actually not too bad, not too bad. So today, of course, I'm starting from zero stitch, and let's see how many I'm able to put in today. Okay, so slow stitching at its best. And before I start stitching, of course, I want to look at the chat today. Who's the first one to be here? Salita, you're the winner today. And round of applause for Salita, who's the first one in the chat. And she says, Yogi and everyone, stitching time almost here. It's right here. It's right here. And Janelle as well from Australia. Well done. This is Wednesday. It's the following day already. Wednesday already in Australia. It always blows my mind. It's 4:30 a.m. Janelle. Amazing. And Jenny as well. She said, hi, everyone. Hope you're well. And Annie B is here as well. Amazing. And Sarah. Hello, Sarah. And Steve is here as well. Of course, our gentleman Stitcher here. And Carla Hill. And Suzanne Barnes as well. She says, hi. And Serena is here as well. Welcome back. And, oh, Albany is here as well. Welcome. Busy Mom Stitcher. Welcome back. And she says, hello from Illinois. Amazing. I don't even know where it is. I know it's America, but my geography is absolutely abysmal. And Susan Chamberlain as well. She says, hi, everyone. And Leslie, hello. And she says, hi from Scotland. Amazing. We're on the same time zone. How refreshing. And Wendy's here. And Brandy is here as well. She says, hello all. Did you design anything on the stitch along yesterday? Which one? We have multiple ones. And Suzanne is here as well. Amazing, Suzanne. Suzanne, good to see you. Nikki, hello, Nikki. And Lakika is also back here with us. Hello, Lakika. And let's see, Heather H. We have multiple Heathers. And she says, hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Indeed, happy Tuesday. Happy every day. And laundry is done. Time to play. Yes, time to frolic, Heather. And Lorene is here as well. Hi from Oklahoma. It's amazing. And Nikki Stitchy. Nikki says Arizona. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, yes, of course, Suzanne is from Sweden. And it's always interesting to know where everybody's coming from, a different time zone as well. But we're here together at this moment. Absolutely amazing. And Essie as well, Dalby as well. And I'll come back to the chat in a bit. So I want to talk about this piece a little bit in terms of how I'm going to work to continue forward with this piece. And as you can see, it's absolutely epic. And so far, up to maybe 2 sessions ago, or maybe only the last session, I can't remember now, I've been working 1/1 full cross. So this is a 25 count fabric, pre-gridded, as you can see. So it came with the kit. So Gecko Rouge, if you're not familiar with it, is a made-to-order kit company. So it's unlike Dimensions, for instance, it's pre-made by the factory. Gecko Rouge, basically you place an order, they put it together for you, and it's very personalized, and they have some very unique and beautiful patterns. So this piece, I've been working on sort of 1/1 full cross, and it was going really well, but I just needed something new happening to this piece. So I decided to go half cross, 2-strand half cross. Controversial, right? It's quite a daring move, I know, but then, you know, it's all about taking chances and see how it turns out. And you can see this area you're looking at is actually a mixture of full cross and half crosses. And you let me know if you can tell the difference in terms of where the half stitches starts. You know, so this will be your challenge, because for me, for my eyes, I can't really tell the difference from this distance. If I look very, very close, I can see the shape of the stitches for sure. But we don't look at finished work that way, do we? So it's so far so good. The coverage is really, really good. You know, they kind of blend in really, really well. And I've been really enjoying half stitches as well. So this kind of gives this piece a new lease of life for me, and really motivates me to want to come back and work on it. So today I'm going to bring on the area I'm going to be working on. So I zoomed in a little bit for you, because if you just look at the entire mock-up, it's too big. You wouldn't know where I am. So if you look toward the upper left where the doll with the white hat is, right? I know it's a lot going on there. And from there, look to the right where there's a bottle. That's where I am. And let me flip back. It probably makes some sense here. So here's where the bottle is on the left of the little mark up there. And toward the right is this little statue. Make sense? And so I'm gonna start to work on this area toward the right there. And the area I'm particularly interested is that little doll. I know it's just a hair. It looks a little bit spooky. This is almost Halloween theme, right? This area. It's got some slightly, questionable looking dolls. If you have doll phobia, like I have, this is slightly challenging, but I'm intrigued by the little doll here. So, oh no, it's actually here. So I'm gonna just generally work on this area here and see what happens. It would go from this deep burgundy transition into bright yellow here. It would be quite interesting. So this is my plan today, and I'm going to work on the piece with 2 strands and full cross as well. So fingers crossed. I hope it will go well, and I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. And I've got some part threads here from the previous session, and I'm thinking I'll go no parking today. So I'll maybe work these threads away, and then without parking, just finish the thread or just, run out or whatever. So that's my plan. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Tuesday, and tomorrow is our Sao Day, our Kim Jacobs Sao Day as well. So, and today somebody mentioned in our Facebook group, that Heaven and Earth is doing another sale. So head over there when you have a chance and grab your favorite Kim Jacobs and pattern, or Amy Stewart, or anybody's. Really, just grab anything that you've been waiting to get in your wish list. And now is no better time than now. So, oh, River's here as well. Hello, hello. And who else? I want to greet everybody who are the first to come to the chat. And Betty's here as well. Betty, hello. And Serena. And let's see who else here. Beautiful, everyone. So let's start. I can't wait. So this will be my first stitch today. Let's see. Maybe I should start from the part threads, right? It makes sense. So I've got my Linden bust right here. So safe journey, stitching safely, right? And let me swap the order here. Normally I have 2 needle minders, one to just place all my needles, and the other one is the active one. So that's kind of how I normally arrange my work here. So here we go with the pattern keeper, and I'm so happy so many of you got Saga working. How fantastic. It's just another fun way of working. So from here, why don't I start from this end and work from right to left, and once I finish all the part threads, and I'll move over here to maybe kickstart with the head of that slightly spooky looking doll. Oh, I missed this one. Dalby. Is it Dalby? Is that how you pronounce it? She says, hello from South Dakota, US. I love your video and look forward to them every day. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you can make it live. I know a lot of people watch replay, and some people might prefer that, sort of watch in their own time, but coming together stitching live is so much fun, isn't it? And also, guys, let me know if the screen looks okay, because I changed the brightness a little bit to make it a little bit brighter. See if it looks okay on your screen, because I only have my screen to go by and it looks perfectly beautiful on my screen. But I want to make sure that it looks okay on yours as well. And also, what I'm going to do today is kind of mini cross country. So far you can see there's some loose stitches, but pretty much I've been parking when the stitches start to float away. But today, with no parking, I'm doing slightly freestyled mini cross country. I'm not going to wander too far, so don't get too excited, Nikki. But I am going to venture out a little bit. I'm kind of in that kind of mood recently. Just, frolic a little bit, see if I fall over. If I fall over, I just get up, change my method. But I quite like a bit of a challenge. So cross country with half stitches. I think I'm getting better at reading stitches, but it's still challenging. It's still challenging. So I want to move forward quite mindfully. And guys, let me know what you're drinking today. Power drinks, power snacks, and power projects. What are you working on today? Tell me. I need to know. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And lurkers, today is your day to end your lucky, situation. Maybe come forward and say hello. It's fun. It's fun. It won't hurt. It would just be happiness. And let everybody know where you're from and what you're working on. It's all about sharing. Sharing is loving. I just made that up. 2, 3. Sharing is caring, or something like that. So let's all share what we're working on. Is so fun to know. And I'm always excited when I see people getting a new pattern, because I know there's going to be a new world, a new door opening for you. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. So I'm going to keep wondering and see when I start to get a little bit nervous, Looks good. Sarah says, thank you. Excellent. I just want to make it a little bit brighter so you can see everything even better, even better. And Albany says, I bought supersize max color quick stitch little Kate Sharp. Oh my god, is there a max color version? I'm trying to think, because I started with that piece with a quick stitch as well, and I thought, I was starting doing my sort of full coverage, and I wasn't confident enough to get a full size, so I got a quick stitch version. I can't remember whether it was max color or regular color, but as I was stitching it, I decided, no, this piece is too delicious. I want a full size. So I actually went back and got a full size. So that was how I arrived on the max color cake, little Cake Shop. It's such a beautiful piece. Such a beautiful piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Oh, I'm loving this. Feels so good. So good stitching. It's the most peaceful part of my day. And this is normally the time when everything is done, I'm all sorted, and just sit down here to stitch with you. I am so lucky. Here. I want to mark my stitches very carefully as I go so I don't get lost, because I'm wandering off. I'm going rogue. Yogi is going rogue. Oh, Suzanne, what happened to Suzanne? Why speedy recovery? What happened to you? I missed the comments before. Oh, not stitching tonight. Still recovering from bike accident. What? What happened to you, Suzanne? You fallen off from bicycle or motorcycle? Oh my God! I hope it wasn't very serious and all is going to be well and recover and everything. It's okay. You've got Yogi's prayer, the Yogi power, Yogi healing power. And I'm sending that over to you and everybody's well wishes as well. So send Suzanne some love, some, I don't know, kittens, chocolate biscuits, anything that's going to help the recovery. And one over here. Oh, I'm getting very adventurous tonight already. I'm wandering off 2 blocks already. Shall I go south? And Caroline says, hi Yogi, you're a bad influence. I bought an Amy Stewart, A Stitch in Time, and Kim Jacobs, Seaside Gazebo. Oh my goodness, well done, girl. You've got one each. You can join both sales with us. Fantastic. Amazing. But these are such beautiful pieces. You're gonna, have the enjoyment for years to come stitching these pieces. And we're gonna stitch together. How good is that? Okay, I am going to I'm not going to park, so I'm going to end my thread here. I'm being very adventurous. 3 blocks away. Whoo! Go sweat. Oh, actually, there's just one loose stitch on the next block. I'm going to just wander over there and stitch that one. So it will save me from having to do a one stitch wonder when I get there. Or maybe this is a good way to eliminate loose stitches. Let me just make sure that I'm actually on the right block. My goodness, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Ooh, 3 and 3 from top. 1 2 3. Yes, right here. So I'm going to end with a boomerang, of course. What else? When it comes to 10 stitches, this is the way to end. Beautiful. There, and I have my needle board on my right here. So this is 66. It doesn't mean anything because this is Gecko Rouge thread numbering. It's basically from 1 to 149, and that's just how many colors this project has. It doesn't tell you the DMC colors, even though they are using DMC floss here. Oh, busy mom is at work, lesson no stitching. Oh, I bet you're just itching to stitch when you get home. And Salita says, oh, our winner today, 12:20 p.m. Nice and early. Oh, Dolby says, oh, it's Bobby. Dobby, Dobby, with D. Bobby, Dobby, Dobby. Even though it spells D-A-U, it's Daw. Dobby. See, I'm learning things every day. Names are so tricky. You know, I talk about this. I teach yoga, and I have to take register pretty much every class in the beginning. Oh my God, it's like an exam every single class. I just butcher people's name left, right, and center. I'm just surprised they still come to my classes. They should they should just protest and refuse to come. But they're so nice to me. They're so warm. I mean, yogis are the best. So this one's too short, so I just cut it off. Controversial, I know, but it's way too short to even thread the needle through. I don't know why I parked it there. So sometimes I just hope for the best, hoping it will work out. But I come to my senses. So here I'm going to work from the bottom. I'm going to work the part threads first so I can remove them, and then I can start to cross country without having to work with the part threads. And Serena says working on River Walk Charm by oh, I'm gonna butcher it again, Ruan Manning. Okay, I did my best. I did my best. Yes, this beautiful beautiful piece. I've seen it being worked on by multiple viewers here. Very pretty, very pretty. I am so happy stitching. And if you're at work and can't stitch right now, let me just share some of my happiness, this joy stitching on this project with you. I hope you can feel it too down here. Feels so good. And you know what you have to do when you get home, you know? And one over here and one on top. Ooh, this feels really freeing, particularly from yesterday's method, Gemma's method. And this is the beauty of working on projects in different ways. It's like different food every day, isn't it? Yesterday, I craved for some sort of rules and not disciplines, but something like that. And today, I just want to roam freely with this piece. And this is what this piece is asking me to do. So I'm going to end my thread here because there's no more of this color in this surrounding area. So this is where I end without wandering too far there. And I love the tension of this fabric today. It's drum tight. I love it. I love it when the frame or the hoops actually hold tension properly. It's a little bit hit and miss sometimes, even the same frame. And I don't want to screw the screw too tight because I've been breaking hoops left, right, and center because I was just trying to screw it really tight. Number 83 here. I'm going to thread my 83 because I already have one on my board there. So, oh, and today I'm drinking peppermint tea, of course. I've been telling everybody to share their drinks with me. I haven't told you what I'm drinking. Surprise, surprise, peppermint tea. Oh, so good. Suzanne says, I hit a curb on my bike on the way home from the store. When? Yesterday? My bike was full of groceries and it fell on my leg, and now my thigh looks like a huge football-sized blueberry. ended up in the hospital on Sunday. Oh my goodness. So Sunday was okay, not the marathon day. The day after. Were you exhausted because of the marathon? Therefore, you lost the balance. Oh, that sounds awful. But I'm glad you didn't collide with another vehicle. I mean, my God. Can't be fun. A lot of bruises, I bet. But just find a comfortable corner, and I'm sending you my love and healing power from Yogi. You will heal as we speak, and there'll be no pain, just joy, just happiness. But at least you can hang out with us, right? You can just watch me stitching. I'll stitch for you, Suzanne. Heather says, I fell down, I fell down the rabbit hole. I fell down the rabbit hole. Bought Amy Stewart cliffhanger. Oh, there's another viewer that's working on that piece. It looks so epic and so unusual. Wow. Great choice. Great choice. Now you have company. You can compare notes. I can't remember who was working on that one. Is it Jenny? It's working on cliffhanger. Don't keep track. This feels so good. Steve says, I just had 2 cream-filled donuts. Thank goodness for high metabolism. Now he's showing off now. I bet he's super slim and super fit. He's doing his yard work every day. Man. Cream-filled donut is going to trigger a rush to donut shop right now. Exactly, Steve. He says, I'll be burning off when I cut grass tonight. I see. So that's how it works, right? It works beautifully because you have to cut the grass anyway. And then through cutting the grass, you burn off calories so you can eat more donuts. Perfect system working there. It all works together in harmony. 2. I really enjoy half stitches. Never thought I'd say that, but I am. The only thing I have to be very careful is to read my chart very carefully so I don't start to wander off somewhere else and need Google Map to return. Rose says, hello, working while I watch today. Happy stitching, happy working to you. If that's even a thing. Well, work can be very enjoyable if it's fulfilling and if it's what you love doing, then absolutely. I love working as a yoga teacher. It's so fulfilling, so full of joy every day. Nikki says, I'm going to drink my Coke Zero and work on my mini. Oh, kitchen. Oh my gosh, 16%. Nikki, how do you manage? Because the other day, Nikki actually managed 4,000, I ask you, 4,000 stitches on Sweet Shop. Just like that. Just like that. I mean, you know, grant you, it was a marathon session, but still, I managed 600 stitches, okay? just to put things in perspective right here. So it's just not fair. And my 600 was half stitches as well. Imagine the number would greatly reduce if it was full cross. 10 hours, I ask you. I am lying when I say I'm a slow stitcher, okay? And I'm doing the same way as everybody else, right? Why am I slow? I have no idea. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. The mystery of the stitching universe. Let me see. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. So I am going to end it here actually, because the next stitch is slightly further away than it's slightly out of my comfort zone. So I'm going to play safe here. I just want to use up all the part threads first, so I can start to work on the bit I really want to work on. A strange looking doll head. Strangely luring to me. 23 here. Oh, just a tiny piece left. Suzanne says, I had to leave your stream early on Sunday too. Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. So by Sunday stream, you already had the accident. I didn't know that. You didn't mention it. If you did, I probably missed it. I'm so sorry. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Everybody's sending you, you know, love and good wishes. I mean, prayers definitely work. For sure. Just by wishing Suzanne get better soon. She gets better soon. I promise you. As he says, I'm getting close to finish on my, is it Matoba kitchen? Oh, butcher that for sure. From Gecko Rouge. I'm just a bit over 94.6. I have to see it. I have to see it. And particularly when you complete it, definitely come back here. Post it on Facebook, our Facebook group. We'll have a celebration. We'll have a little bit of fireworks. That's what we do here. We celebrate completion because it's such an alien experience for me. I have to share the joy and get to experience a little bit of what you experience. No completion anytime soon for me, okay? Don't hold your breath. I'm just stitching. One, two, and one. Leslie's working on La Shepherdess by Johann Baptist Horner. Oh, it's a hate stuck in an enormous sky. Oh, sky. Steve, did you hear that? The S word, sky. Yes. Oh, it requires some patience. Sky, ocean, forest, you know, all that kind of stuff. Requires a little bit of willpower and determination to get through. Divide and conquer. That's normally how I do it. Let me have a look, see if this is the last one in this area, and it is. So I'm going to end it right here. I love the tension of the fabric today. So nice. 44, I'm going to pop it back. Again, there's one already, so I'm going to put it back on my organizer. 44. Small Town Stitches says hello, hello, welcome to the chat. It's always nice to have someone new to come to the chat. Steve's being humble there. Steve says, slim, but maybe not so much fit. Sitting and stitching is my energy level for sure. Well, stitching can burn a lot of calorie, I bet, because after the 10-hour marathon that we did on Saturday, I was starving, but I was too tired to eat, so I went to bed. Otherwise, I felt like I could have a proper 3-course meal for sure. I was starving. These colors are great, isn't it? So mysterious. Ooh. I think Gecker Rouge, they have their own way of charting the patterns, because through stitching it, I could see the difference. You probably get more contrast in terms of flat color area. So you probably more often than a typical Haid, even regular patterns, you rarely, well, with Haid, even if there's an area with the same color, they tend to blend in some of, quite subtly of similar colors, and to create a little bit more subtlety there. But with this piece, maybe just the nature of the design itself, it's not unusual to come across a large area of the same color, which is kind of refreshing, because then, it gives you a little bit of a break from confetti. But man, when it comes to confetti, it's, they're not kidding. There's some very, very confetti area as well. So it's a nice challenge. It's a nice challenge. Albany says, you living live on the wild side with all this wandering yogi. I know. For some reason, probably inspired, probably bad influence from Nikki, because I've been looking at her photos, like how she just wandered freely, not a care in the world, like everywhere, particularly with the studio piece. I was looking at the kind of how her mind works. She just wandered everywhere, with a, like quite a thin trail like this, and she will find a new location, like she's just traveling to a new town or something, and she will start to stitch in this entire area, like quite extensively. I'm just trying to, it's just never been sort of, my way of working. So I am, definitely, well, inspired, or I've been, she's bringing bad influence to my life, get me to start frolicking a little bit too much. So, Nikki, it's your fault. If I start to fall over and lose my way, I need to call the police just to get home. It's your fault. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But she's my partner in crime now. We're starting another new piece together on Wednesday. Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Ooh. So I'm going to end this one here. Small Town Stitches. Did I say hello to you already? Welcome. Oh, Busy Mom. Busy Mom Stitcher says, I'm a slow stitcher too, Yogi. Join the club. The peaceful club of slow stitchers. There. So I'm going to part this one. 43. 43 again. It's already have one thread over there. So I'm going to pop this one back. Oh, I've worked all my part threads. It didn't take very long at all. Well done, Yogi. So now I'm going to move. Let me think. Let me look at the markup there. Yes, just below this area, I'm going to start to come across this doll head here. For some reason, I'm just intrigued by that. So I'm going to continue to work on this area downwards and see where I get to. Steve, thanks for triggering my trauma, Yogi. Oh, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Oh, Suzanne says nothing is broken, at least. Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm sure it's no fun, and I'm sure it's really, really sore. But thank God. Thank God. There's no collision, and there's no broken things. That wouldn't be good. Lakika says, I'm having water and working on Curiosity by Amy Brown. I don't deviate too much. Not yet, Lakika, not yet, okay? It will happen very soon, I'm sure. Just have a sip of my tea. And Lorraine is drinking root beer from my bubble machine. Yeah, we talked about the bubble machine. Wow, very fancy. Aka Soda Stream stitching dry flowers. Beautiful. You need to save some for tomorrow, so unless you have other Kim's piece. But you can work on Kim's piece every day. There's no restriction here, you know. Every day can be Kim Day, every day can be Amy Day. And of course, now we're in love with Cairo Marchetti as well. So all the beautiful artwork. So I'm going to fill in this area here with 115. 115. Let me see if I've got a part needle already, and I do. 115. There you go. So the needles part on my needle board, I'm slowly transition the needles from 28 to 26, because previously I was doing 1/1. So I was using all the needles part on my board. They're 28, size 28. But now I'm moving into 2 strands. So I'm using 26. So I'm slowly replacing the smaller needles with 26. Here we go. I'm going to do a loop here. So we're just having these ones here. Nikki says, I love that you're wondering. I feel like it's a puzzle for me, finding the lone stitches and where the other stitches are supposed to be stitched. Yeah, you look like you're having fun. That's why I want to try. So hopefully, as I kind of slowly stretch the distance of, that I travel, and now I think I'm getting better at reading half stitches as well. Whereas before I was so lost. The first time I tried cross country with half stitches, I was like, where are these stitches? They all look weird. But now I can read a little bit better. Still not quite there yet. But I don't want to wander too far because I start to get cold sweat. I think my body tells me where to stop because I start to sweat. Have cold sweat there, so I follow my body's guidance. Serena says, bye bye everyone, going to bed. What time is it over here? Over where you are? I can't remember where you are. Okay, have a lovely sleep wherever you are. 99 and sweet dreams, sweet dreams. Oh, maybe it's late at night where you are. Goodness. Yes, get some sleep, get some sleep. And Clover Stitcher says, hello. Oh, late to the party, never too late to a great party, Clover. But she says, here stitching, AS, a stitching shelf. Oh, Amy Stewart, of course. Now we're using all abbreviation. Yes, lingo for the pros. Amy Stewart, a stitching shelf, currently a 44.82. That's tremendous. That's nearly 50, isn't it? Give it another year, that's a large piece. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. So here, let me get back on track here. And 2. Oh, Nikki, I've ordered my fabric for the Wednesday sale the next week. And I actually chose 28 count pre-gridded. I decided I'm gonna get a gridded fabric for this one, because for Sweet Shop I went for just plain fabric, and I have a plan. Oh no, I think I'm going to wander a little bit more. There are a few more stitches here. 1, let me come down here. A little bit of focus is in order. Just 3 more stitches here. And this helps because this one's gridded as well, so I don't have to grid as I go, which can be a little bit tedious if you're doing cross country, So this is perfect. And from here, I'm going to end this stitch here. There. 115. 115. That doesn't mean anything to anyone. Nikki, I'm so quick to be enabled. No self-control when it comes to stitching. Me too. And trying to catch up with some of the chat comments earlier on. Oh, Grace is here as well. Hello, Grace. She says, hi, Yogi and everyone. Not stitching in a moment because I'm pulling my threads together for my next project. Enjoy your stitching. Oh, what is the next project? Is that for the Wednesday? Amazing. I think the preparation, is part of the fun as well, isn't it? Is that getting that mental space together? A witch count. Oh no, that's a different conversation. And let's have a look. Hey, Joyce is here. She says, hello, everyone. Hello to Joyce, the clever clog, in-house clever clog. And Joyce says, oh, now this time I know. Today I know what that means. Yesterday, when she says ASIT, I misread it as SD, as in sparkling wine. I thought she was drinking sparkling wine with her tea. No, is stitch in time, isn't it? Or something like that. So, and now stitching. Oh, now switching to Switch Sharp. You're a wild lady, Joyce. My goodness. You're switching back and forth with multiple projects. Multiple project. The M word is the key. The M word is the key. So, oh, look at Joyce. A change lady. 67. Let's have a look. 67. It's this beautiful burgundy wine color. I bet someone like Joyce can just look at these colors and identify what they are on the MC chart. Wouldn't surprise me. Gecko Rouge is trying to keep everything secret, but there are like Rayman type of people out there. They can just look at the color and go 3277. There you go. Or something like that. Sarah says, I'm ready to start Amy's Candylicious. That's such a fun pattern, isn't it? It's like just burst of different colors everywhere. Very, very Amy Stewart. And she's going to do 2/1 tent on 22. Lovely. It's gonna be huge on 22. And Alison is here with us. She says, hello, everyone. Been a bit of a lurker. Yay, another lurker revealing their identity. Well done. You're no longer a lurker. Congratulations. She says, she's been a lurker for a couple of weeks. I'm in a little village in Aberdeenshire. Oh, my goodness. And another friend from Scotland. I'm working on Thread Geeks currently. I wonder what that is. A witch in training. Oh, is that the name of a company, Thread Geeks? I'm not familiar with that. I see we're discovering new, or at least new for me, different design companies or artists. A witch in training. Sounds like fun. Suzanne, can't resist. I'll try stitching a little. Yeah, are your arms okay? Definitely, if you need to rest. But I think stitching will make you quite happy, right? It helps with the healing. As long as it's not going to worsen any injuries or anything. Stitch safely. But I'm sure you're a veteran. And Multiple choice. Multiple choice. Yes, Joyce is a change lady since she joined the chat. Nikki, you're such a... Oh, Nikki is trying to stir things up with Steve. Steve was in hiding yesterday, just in case we quizzed him. We kind of get pressure him again. But this is what we do here, Steve. You know the deal, right? Let's see. We've done these ones. Gotta remember to mark them. Hey, Angigos. Is Angigos? Have I keep changing Angigos, Angigos. But pick one. She says, I'm currently currently at work, and I've recently been in a bad mood, but been watching you stitch is making me happy. And question, are you only do half stitches instead of full cross? Oh, you didn't join us yesterday, did you? I was doing full cross. Yes, you know what? I've only started half stitches, like doing 10 stitches with any project since this year. So for the past, when did I start doing full coverage? I think it was around year 2020, something like that. So up to this year, for the past 3 years or so, over 3 years, I was doing pretty much 25 count full cross. So this year, for some reason, I just needed a change, and I tried out 10 stitches. I love it. So now I have quite a few projects in 10 stitches. But yeah, I have tons and tons of full cross as well. So you just need to come to the stream more often. You see me doing full cross. I was doing a 14 count full cross yesterday in Emma Stitches message. A different day, different project, different method. That's how I like to do it. Oh, did I do a full cross? I was talking about full cross. I just did a full cross. I can't believe it. Didn't even notice it. See? I did a full cross right there. It's your fault. It's your fault. You talk about full cross. And I just did one right there. So just as a proof, okay, Angie Go, I do full cross. I have the technology and the know-how to do a full cross right there for you, live here on Yogi Stream. So here we go. There, I'm just trying to figure out where I am to. Lost my way a little bit. Just shocked by that full cross that I just did casually without a care in the world. There. One more there. Steve, yes, I was avoiding yesterday. Yes, you can run, but you can't hide, can you, Steve? We got you. We got you today. Oh, Brandy, finally. I just saw the firecrackers. I was wondering what was happening. So Brandy is joining us for next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday. We're going to start a new piece together. Yay, Brandy, good girl. And we've got a couple of people that I saw on our Facebook group. I can't remember who it is. There's Annie is joining us as well. We've got a few, quite a few new starters. Not just you and me, Nikki. We're not alone anymore. We have companies. Steve, are you coming for a ride with us? It's gonna be fun. Yeah, so you Brandy's going for max colors as well. Yay. Yes. We're ready for the challenge. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of full of max colors. I'm not scared. Maybe a little bit, but not too scared. It's okay. It's okay. And I've got a game plan for that piece, okay? It's gonna be you're gonna be so shocked. You're gonna fall off the chair and wherever. You won't be able to get up for at least 3 minutes. That's how shocked you will be. Three over here. Hey, Vaduhi. Hello, hello. Welcome. Nikki. Oh, that gentle little dig right there. Steve, she says, Steve saw with yogi's fun. Principles are subjective. Oh dear. Troublemaker, Nikki. And one more stitch here. I'm going to end it. This is feeling good. A nice boomerang right here live, okay? Yes, Vaduhi, Hate is having a sale as we speak. I think it's going to be going on for a couple more days. I can't remember when. So now is the best time if you have sort of, like I do. Normally I'll just go and visit the site and I just pick whatever I like and put it in the wish list. And whenever there's a half price day like today, I just go and check out. Oh, Steve. Goodness. Steve says, honestly, as much as I like Kim Jacobs' artwork, it's a bit too feminine for me to want to stitch. I'll totally enjoy watching you guys stitching them. So basically, Steve's saying I'm just too butch to stitch Kim Jacobs. Everyone, ladies, what is your take of Steve? I need proof, Steve. I need proof for the butchness that you claim you possess. You're just too butch to stitch something so feminine. Dear, oh dear. That's a really kind of refreshing reason for not wanting to stitch a piece. Steve is just too muscular, too much testosterone. 6 7 6 7. Steve's too butch to stitch. Oh, that sounds good. Too butch to stitch. Steve. I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. Oh. What? Albany says, I love the look of Kim Jacobs' artwork, very much my color palette, but I'm not a fan of cats. So I can't bring myself to stitch one. You're kidding me? You don't like cats? Oh, I don't know. Should we banish Albany from chat forever? You're banned. But her work's got dogs as well, and some pieces has bunnies as well. All sorts of animals. I can't believe you just said that. Who doesn't like cats? It's impossible. Oh, Nikki says, what's your game plan? I'm not going to tell you, Nikki. But the hint is on the fabric I ordered that I just mentioned. That's a subtle hint there. Well, not, or maybe too subtle. I don't know. But you're clever, so you can probably work it out. Busy Mom asks, Nikki, when are you guys starting the SAL? Next Wednesday, not this coming Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next week. So yes, you go for it, Baduhi. No, it's a very good time. Oh, Ebony says, not just cats, she's afraid of dogs as well. Oh, darling. Are you sure? Have you ever tried? How can you look at them and be scared? Yeah, they have bunnies as well. Oh, I can't believe it. How can you be afraid of a tuxedo cat? That one is done. Small town stitches. Oh my God, we have another person who doesn't like cat. Oh, I don't know what I feel about that. Everyone, should we ban them from the chat? Oh, Susan. Susan said deranged typewriter, 28 count. Is that what you're doing, or you think that's what I'll be doing for the new piece? Busy Mom, are you joining us? Fantastic. Yes, get the pattern now, and you have plenty of time to get the fabric because you know you have a week. You have a week to get it ready. Come along for the ride. QVC. I am saying nothing, okay? I'm saying nothing, Nikki. It's a secret. I'll reveal it on a day. Let me see. 1, 2. Oh dear, what's happening here? Grace says, Kim Jacobs might have one for Steve Lomo's grass, weed, water can. Yeah, really butch pieces, you know, like something with chainsaws and, you know, wood, a lot of like, you know, I don't know, logs, that kind of stuff. That's more like Steve stuff. Really butch. Let me see. 1, 2. I'm a little bit lost here. 1 over here. Okay, I missed 1 over here. And 3. And here. See you later, Ebony. It's great for you to drop by. And see you soon. Oh, Frankie. Yes, I showed the pattern in the last couple of streams. No, it's not a secret, but I can show it to you again so everybody know what we're talking about. So if you like to join us or interested to see what a piece looks like. So not tomorrow. Tomorrow is the Kim Sol Day, obviously. But the next one, obviously you can work on any Kim's piece, but some of us are starting with this piece. Let me just remove this one and zoom out a little bit so you can see its full glory. Just look at this. Ta-da! So this is another piece. This is called The Quoting Room, I think. And it's got a little cat there. It's got a little stove there. It's butch enough for Steve, but the rest is just too feminine for him. And there's some, you know, a lot of textile. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. So we're starting this piece next Wednesday together. And what I've got here is Max colors, and I think Nikki's as well. And Grace is doing regular color, and a couple of others. I don't know which version they're doing, but this is what we will be starting next Wednesday. So if you'd like to join us, you know what to do. This is Kim Jacobs, The Quoting Room, and it's 50% now. It sounds like QVC now. No affiliation, okay, trust me. And now it's 50% at Heaven and Earth website. Now go and check it out and grab it in the next 30 minutes. You get even more discount. No, I'm lying. No, you don't. But yes, just grab it before the sale it's over, or just grab any Heaven and Earth, not Heaven and Earth, the Kim Jacobs pieces. They're absolutely beautiful. So that's the end of the QVC session. I hope you enjoy that. Oh, Suzanne says, I think that's what you would be doing, yogi game plan. But that would be the same plan as the last one, wouldn't it? That wouldn't be a surprise, would it, Susan? Think about it. Because that's what I did for Sweet Shop. So for you to fall off your chair, you know, I would be doing something a little bit different. Small hint there. Wink, wink. So 1, 2 here. Just make sure I mark these stitches. And 1, 2. Where am I? Here. All right. Oh, fair enough, Heather. She says, no cats for me. I don't dislike them, but I don't want to stitch them. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. You don't have to stitch cats, you know. Or made differently. It's like me. I can't stitch people. It's just not my thing. Anything with human figure, it's a no-no for me. Anything with eyes staring back. And you might look at a pattern and go, there's some dolls. I know. I'm risking my life literally stitching those dolls. I have doll phobia a little bit, but I managed so far. You know, whoops. What is going on here? But sometimes it's a challenge. Push the boundaries a little bit. There. It's all happening here. It's all happening. Oh, you know, Steve, I love the seed shop as well. It's seed and something else. Feed. Seed and feed. That piece. You know, I saw that piece before, but never looked carefully with the markup until someone posted it on the Facebook on our group. And yeah, it's so beautiful. It's got so much details and so subtle. There's no chainsaw or anything butch in there, Steve, so I don't think that's for you, okay? No C sharp for Steve. Clever Stitcher says, I'm starting Amy Stewart Skate Night. Which one is that? Just waiting on the fabric, due this week. It's birthday present for me. Tomorrow, happy birthday, Clover. Everybody, happy birthday. Throw some cakes or candles or whatever it is, kittens, to Clover, please. Happy birthday in advance. Let me have a look here. Oh, I'm moving down here. This is the bit I'm interested in. It's a little bit of confetti there, so I need to be a little bit more careful. 12. Oh, am I buffing? Everyone, tell me. Do you see where? Oh, it looks fine on my end. I'm looking at the stream right now. Maybe just for a little bit. Yes, happy birthday to you, Clover. You have to endure my singing. I'm so sorry. I've just ruined your birthday right there. Vadui says, same Yogi can't stitch people. It's creepy. I know. You know, Komari, one of the floss tubers I've been following for ages, a Japanese lady, and she is stitching a girl quite close up with big eyes staring back at her. That's kind of the entire piece. And I don't know how she could do that without getting creeped up. I just, her stitching is beautiful, but just having the big portrait of the face staring back at you, oh, I can't do that. No chance, no chance. Susan says, Steve, you should do a feast store. No, it's not butch enough for Steve. We've already discovered that. We need a really butch piece, like maybe a design with like Mr. T or something with gold medal, medallions and that kind of stuff. Really butch stuff. Things with tattoo on it or something. I don't know. From here, one stitch. Oh, no kittens. Clover doesn't like cats. Oh, poor Clover having to put up with cats and my singing. I'm so sorry. Is that popcorn? Oh my God. There's cakes, pizza, ice cream, and popcorn. All the goodies. All the goodies. Heather says, I'm a people stitcher. Each to their own. Exactly. So people for me is not just preferences. I literally cannot do it. It's a phobia, I think. Anything with eyes staring back, I just get cold sweat. Two and one over here. Jacqueline is in the chat. Hello, Jacqueline. She says, everyone just got up from my nap. I'm 85, so I need it. And I just started a new full coverage vase of purple pansies. Oh, wow, that sounds lovely. Well done. Yes, you can have naps. Power naps we need for power stitching. So you're ready for some power stitching, right? Jacqueline, I know. Oh, Joy says you should look up the pattern. Got a secret. I'll clear your eye phobia. I'm not gonna do that. I bet it's scary. Joyce is trying to get me in trouble. No, she wants me to pass out live on Yogi stream. Oh, that sounds scary. Got a secret. Eye phobia. Jeez. That sounds very, very scary. Very, very scary. Right. Got these ones down. Maybe I'll take it down here. Oh, adventurous. I'm taking it down here. See, I've got a bus here, so it's driving me forward to somewhere far away. Can never get back. Here. So just one stitch here. So this might be good in as a method because you probably get less loose stitches. Oh dear, wrong corner here. And end this stitch here. There you go. What is that? Is that a stitch? Maybe it is. I have no idea what's going on there. Right. Amy, Susan says Amy does Freddy. Really? Like Freddy is in the Friday, whatever. Can't remember. Lorraine says, I love stitching cat eyes. Well, to be honest, I don't mind stitching cats when they're kind of small, but I don't think I can stitch like a close-up cat design with eyes staring back at me. Even cat eyes, I can't do it. Not just people. Any kind of eyes, I can't. So, even though I love cats, no cat eyes, please. No eyes in general. Take a sip of my tea. Now, let's have a look. And particularly when you're stitching, you're literally looking at it. So it's not even just a picture that you just have a few looks, you know, from time to time. So in my house, there's no pictures of people at all. Not even pictures of my mom. I can't have it. So just anything with human shapes, I can't have in a house. So photos are out of, you know, of like holiday pictures and stuff like that. It's totally out of the picture. I can't have it. So any in-house psychologist in the chat, please help. You know, every time I see some people have sort of holiday shots, you know, pictures when they were kids or pictures of their children, everywhere in the house, I always get, oh, just this cold coming from within, this chill. 32. And I don't know why that is. It must be a reason. So let me see. Let me grab this one. Actually, let me grab a new thread. Just 3 stitches here. It's starting up a tiny bit of confetti. It doesn't look too bad. Just looking at the pattern here. But it might be a little bit of color changes. Suzanne says, I reached the door. A mini love letter. Lovely. Are you doing full cross? Or I think you're doing full cross, right? I remember seeing maybe a picture that you posted. Yes, it's so different when you use and when you do it on when you stitch it with a different type of stitches. So I am over here with a purpley thing. I have no idea what it is. but I'm going to start from here. I think just 3 stitches with this one. Suzanne says, and this is the first time I'm doing full cross on small count. Is it 25 you're doing it? Remind me. Whoops, I think I'm coming down the wrong hole. But Suzanne, is all about variety, isn't it? Because even the things you, the type of stitches or fabric count you love, you know, most, if you do it day in and day out, you're going to get bored. You're going to want something else. Just one stitch over here. And I'm going to end it. There. 32. Ah, 20 count. Usually do 10 stitches. I see. So you're doing 20 counts full stitch, full cross. Should be quite nice. But you know, Steve, you should have a look at Gecko Rouge. They've got some very interesting patterns. I actually saw someone stitching, you know, that film. What's that film? Shining. That poster with what's his name? The guy in Shining. You know, with his head sticking out of the door. They have a piece, a pattern for that poster, and I saw someone stitching it. Maybe that's for you. That's very manly, right? It's 38. 38. Sarah says, oh, Sarah says, Google says the fear of people in photos, sometimes called camera shyness or scopophobia, can stem from various sources, including social anxiety, self-consciousness, or even culture beliefs. Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible. There's so many things going on. I have no idea. I'm always afraid of people in photos, even people I know. Steve, now if Amy Stewart did a woodworking shop, maybe she does. Did you look into her catalog? It's quite vast. It's got all sorts of things. I'm sure some woodwork is involved in some pieces. You know, with chainsaw and everything. there, just 2 stitches. Whoops. And then now another one down here. So if Google says so, it must be true, Sarah. So I can end my stitch here with this color. I have no idea what this is. It looks like a bowling pin or something, but why would it be here? The mystery of Colin Thompson design. $38. Right. I want to move down to this area here. Let me see. Okay, 74. 74. 74. You know, I remember this symbol very, very well because this may be one of the first, maybe the first or the second one from the upper left corner when I started this piece. And I was working with symbol most of the time at that time. Well, I suppose I'm working with symbol now, but with DMC organizers, I just put the thread numbers without the symbols now because I consolidate all the threads together. Here we go. Here comes the blonde hair. Oh, scary. I might start to sweat a little bit. See you later, Grace. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hello, Maria. Welcome. One, two. Nikki asks, for this chart, is it by symbol? How do you know the color number? So it kind of works the same way as DMC. It's just that they, good question. So they still have numbers. It's just that they start from 1 and ends with 149. And I'm trying to think. will I be able to work on it without numbers? Yeah, it's the same because it would work the same way on Pattern Keeper. So on Pattern Keeper, you still have the cut. Gecko Rouge actually creates a new sort of special card, thread cards for Pattern Keeper. So it works with Pattern Keeper. So it's exactly the same as Heaven and Earth design. You have the symbol, you have the thread colors. So you just need to know which color belongs to 74, for instance, like this W. So it's kind of the same way. So when you get Gecko Rouge kits, they send you the pattern, the digital pattern, but there's a separate file that is called thread cards, something, just for Pattern Keeper to make it work for Pattern Keeper, because it's not using DMC numbers. And I kind of wonder, how does the system know what it is? Or maybe Pattern Keeper just doesn't care what it is. So each symbol or number has a swatch that represents that color without saying what thread number it is, if that makes sense. Because one way or the other, the system, the app still needs to know what color to represent which thread, correct? So you can generate the markup, and it does generate the markup quite accurately. So it makes me wonder how they actually do that without revealing the DMC thread number. One, two. Susan says 73 is interesting. It's a bomb. I know. It's got all sorts of weird and wonderful symbols. And, you know, I kind of mentioned it a few streams ago, maybe the last time I worked on this. It's got really tricky sort of symbols like 8, but it's actually 20. And it's got 6. It's actually 23. So I don't know why they use, and 2 as well. Quite a few number symbols. And it just makes things a lot trickier for me, because when I look at 8, I'm thinking 8. Look at 6, I'm thinking 6. But no, it's 23. I ask you, seriously, why do they want to make things harder? There are quite a few like that, like 9 as well. And out of, you know, the vast library of symbols, they just have to put numbers in. They're so mean. Look, 8. But this one, at least, there's a circle around it. But for my brain, I just automatically go, and there's a 9 as well. They're so mean. And there's a 7. Seriously, and a 3. It doesn't stop. So it's just trying to mess you up, to see if you'll fall over, and just stitch a completely different color. Oh, seriously. Why? They can just have anything, any symbol. They just have to use numbers. Jack Nicholson, yes, that's the one, the Shining guy. He's still around, right? Jack Nicholson. I haven't heard anything that he, you know, sort of worked in for quite a while. It's like the other guy, the guy in, what's his name? I'm trying to think of a film he's in. He played a lady, like cross-dress at one point. What's that film? Can't remember. Hoffman, something Hoffman. He kind of disappeared as well. I think they're probably all in their maybe 70, 80, something like that. Maybe they just retired and just having a good time. Dustin Hoffman, yes. Oh my God, Leslie, well done. Is it Tootsie? Yeah, it's quite an old film, isn't it? Oh, Nikki, yes. I've been meaning to ask you because you mentioned it the other day, but I totally missed in the chat, in the chat, so it got lost. So Nikki says there may be a way for you to put your Kindle on your Mac. Kindle on your Mac, but you will have to use it on here. It's called BlueStacks. Oh, it's a software, is it? Is it a software on Android, or is it software on the computer? So Nikki's referring to, because I've got a pretty basic model of Android, so I can't really show my Pattern Keeper screen on the stream, which I could with iPad, with Saga, because Saga is on my iPad. And so Nikki is saying that there may be a solution, because it's quite fun to look at the pattern as well, isn't it? To see the selection of stitches in terms of decision making, that kind of stuff. It's quite fun to see. And also you can correct me, because I always make mistakes. When I use Saga, it's not unusual for you to correct me and go, you stitched that one wrong, Yogi. And I like that, because I need help in general. 1, 2. I'll look into the software. Thank you, Nikki. It's called BlueStacks. If it's just a software solution, it might be quite a lot easier to do. To be your Kindle on Mac. Oh, Vadu, he says, I like you guys a lot, but by telling me Hate is having a sale, I've got 6 patterns and now I have more than I can stitch in my lifetime. You and me both. Okay, Vadu, I think, this is how we roll here. We're in the same situation. A lifetime is just not enough, but who cares? Who cares? I'm having fun. You got 6. Well done, girl. And let us know which ones you got. I would love to know. And well done. Well done. And each pattern is a world you can enter anytime you want. And how good is that? There's one more stitch over here. Suzanne says, I'm using numbers on this pattern, though Saga, you can switch it from the color numbers. What is index numbers? Suzanne, you probably know, because I see that option on Saga as a way to sort your threads. What is the index number? And she says, I have a little pin cushion pillow, and that is numbered on 1 through 99. You've got 99 pin cushions. Oh, or a cushion, a pin cushion has got number 1 to 99. I don't know. You might have 99 pin cushions. It's allowed. It's allowed.
Yeah, I don't know what index number is. What does that mean? Susan said, but do we're planning to live together. Yes, you know, by having so many patterns and requires so decades to stitch, it keeps you alive. It gives you drive to stay alive, so you can stitch more. Yes, absolutely. Oh, I'm gonna venture down a little bit. I'm a little bit scared. This is when I'm starting to get a little bit lost. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be very careful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Ooh. And one over here. Leslie says, I use BlueStacks on my PC to run Pattern Keeper. Hang on. So it's a software that I can have on my Mac. It is a Mac version. I've got an Apple Mac. So it's a software you run. But the thing is, though, because I know even with Android devices, I need to double check if it works for this particular model because there is some Amazon Fire tablets that you could mirror. Because I actually got one extra video card which is required to connect to sort of camera source, and a tablet can be considered as camera source, and it just wouldn't work because the tablet itself is so basic and it doesn't have the mirroring ability to even work with video cards. A little bit of a techie situation topic here, but I would love to make it work though, because it would be fun to look at what's happening on my Pattern Keeper and markup as well. I am going to end here because the thread is getting a little bit short. It will give me a good excuse to end it here without wandering too far, because I'm a little bit scared. Because one block, I'm totally confident. Beyond one block, 2 blocks, I can cope. 3 blocks, ooh, we're kind of in slightly scary territory. Oh, 1 pin cushion that has numbers. Okay. Either is good. Either is good. Oh, Nikki says it's an Android simulator. BlueStacks. Oh, I see. So you're totally bypassing the Android device. You're basically running, you can install Pattern Keeper on the simulator. Oh, I get it now. So it's not so much connecting the software to my tablet, which is rubbish tablet. You were saying running the software in a simulation. Oh, I have to look into that. That sounds it could be a solution if there's a Mac version. I would do a little bit of research. Thank you for the tip. Huh. Because I did try to make it work by actually buying an extra video card, and that failed completely. I'm a little bit peckish actually. I want to have a piece of chocolate. Yes, a piece of chocolate is in order. Which one shall I have? So when we're having our marathon, our marathon on Sunday, Amy Marathon, I had these three, right? So I think, do you think I should have the Happy Hippie? Because on Sunday I had this one, which was quite nice. It's slightly on the sweet side for me. So maybe I should be having some Happy Hippie. And this one's my go-to, so no problem with that. But I just fancy something a little bit different. Sorry guys, I'm having chocolate, okay? If you don't have chocolate, I'll send you a virtual one. Or you can send each other. Maybe there's a chocolate emoji you can enjoy. But I am having a couple of pieces of chocolate. And oh, Steve, have a great day remaining of the day. And do some really muscular activities, chopping woods and stuff, okay? And come back to see us tomorrow. Lovely. Look at this. Orange and chocolate is just working so well. Suzanne says, no, using BlueStacks on your Mac, you would have Pattern Keeper on your Mac. I see. So it's basically installed another copy of Pattern Keeper on the Mac, on the simulator. Oh, I never heard of that. Okay, I'll look into that. Oh, so good. I'll try not to get the chocolate on my fabric. Suzanne says, what you need is called BlueStacks and is working on Mac OS. Is it a free app or is it a paid app? Or at least a trial I can use. Just make sure that it actually works. BlueStacks. Okay. Sarah says you can have more than one chocolate. Thank you, Sarah. I'm already having the second piece. I want to make sure my hands are clean. Leslie says, I was naughty today and purchased supersized Happy Village Max Color by Irina Orlov. Wow, I don't know this piece. Sounds amazing. Happy Village sounds great. Yes, Happy Village. That's where we want to live. Right. I'm loving this. I am going to continue my venture here. 72. Oh, this chocolate is so good. Hit the spot. Hit the spot. 72. It's a free app. Lovely. I'll definitely give it a try. Thank you guys for the technical support. 72. I was very close at thinking about upgrading, but I thought, well, even with upgrade, you know, it's there's no guarantee it's gonna work because there are different ways of getting it to work. But if it's a free app, I'll try it. There you go. Let me have a sip of my tea as well. Power snacks for power stitching. There's 3 stitches here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And Baduhi, I'd love to know which patterns you got. You got 6, right? And are you joining us for any of the sols? Three. End it here, just 4 stitches. $72. Baduhi says, I've got Flower Shop from Amy Stewart. Which one is that? Flower Shop. John Powell patterns and Almond Blossom by Van Gogh. As in the painting. Wow. Sounds amazing. Claire is here. Claire Thomas, evening all. Love to be stitching along with the slow stitcher also. Yay, you're in the right place. You are only allowed to stitch really slowly. Those really fast stitchers, you know, they're breaking the rules. But let them stay here because, you know, where will they go? They have to hang out with slow stitchers to balance out their inhuman speed. Nikki was stitching 4,000 stitches the other day. Seriously, that shouldn't be allowed. And the next color would be I think I'm going to go for this one. 73. It's a balm again. 73. It's another balm. I thought we had a balm before with W. Oh, okay, it's W. No, I'm getting confused. 73. Dynamite. Oh, Gritty's here. Hello, hello. I'm stitching your future piece, your future project. Gritty. I was wondering where you were. So I'm working on this area that you will be working on at some point. So Gritty's got the same kit as me. She's waiting for a delivery. It's coming to her door anytime soon now. So Flower Shop is by Amy Stewart. Let's have a look then. Let's have a quick looky on the browser here. Why not? Hang on. And there's another thing I want to look as well. I can't remember what it was. Let me bring the browser in our world. I have technology. Give me a sec here. And do a refresh. Oh, hello. Oh, I know which one it is. Let's have a look. Browser. There. So this is, oh no, this is different. This is by Dawn. She says, I decided I needed an Amy Stewart pattern. Oh, you do. After Saturday's marathon, I ended up by buying 3, particularly because I couldn't decide, and also because I wanted to support Michelle, of course. I think this would be the one I start first. Yeah, think about it. If we just buy one pattern and then just stitch that for the next 5 years, Michelle wouldn't get any income, would they? Heaven and earth wouldn't get any income. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's have a look. Yes, that's very, very pretty. It's called Boho Seaside View. That's beautiful. And let's just scroll down. Oh, this is, we're looking, oh, whose cat is that? It's Sarah's cat. My goodness, that is so pretty. And who is this? What am I looking at? Who is this? Oh my God, Butch Steve. Is that really you, Steve? Oh, Steve is gone. Steve is gone. Oh my God. So we can talk. Sort of talk behind him. Butch Steve Circus, 1985. My son's mom came across this pig a couple of years ago. I wish I could go back. Oh my God, we should have looked at this when he was here. My goodness, he's buffed. Steve, no wonder he's too butch to stitch something that's girly. Now I understand. Okay, you have the pass here. You're way too butch to stitch Kim's pieces. Oh, all the flowers and kittens. No way. It's too butch. Oh my goodness. Didn't expect that. Oh yes, we were going to look at Heaven and Earth, aren't we? So let's have a look at Flower Shop, Amy Stewart. Let's have a look here. What are we looking at? Let's have a look. Let me just find it first, and I'll load it up for you. Heaven and Earth. Design. Let me find out first. And it's called what? Flower Shop? Flower Shop. Let me just load that up for us. So it's called Flower Shop, isn't it? Flower Shop. Oh, I've seen this one before. I've seen someone stitching it. Let me see if I can find a bigger one. Wow, no kidding. It is a flower shop. And there's a little cat as well at the bottom there. So it's a no-no for some of you. Yes. Wow, there's so many colors. Yes, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Yes, nice choice. Nice choice. And there we go. Yes, it's a beautiful pattern. Lauren says, well, she's been frogging, apparently. Yes, it's quite a relief when you do all the frogging because sometimes I try to cheat, right? And try to stitch over something mistakes I've made. Did you guys see Steve's pictures? That's hilarious. It was quite a catch. Another one here. I know it's terrible when we just find patterns we haven't seen before. We just go, whoa, maybe I can do with that one too. That's how it works. Oh, do you think what? 40 years ago. I don't know how old Steve is, but I believe he's retired. See, we're talking about him behind his back. Hush, hush, let's whisper. Yeah, it's quite a looker, isn't it? Oh, he's keeping a secret from us. 73. Not his age. It's the number of my thread. I'm not saying he's 73. I don't know his age. $1985. My goodness. Oh, Janelle, are you working on the flower shop? Wow, that's so pretty though. It's got a you know, I'm sure you'll be in a really good mood stitching something like that. Oh, Joyce. Have a good night. Night night to Joyce. And have a lovely dreams about kittens. I don't know, Joyce. Oh, Joyce has got a dog, but I don't know whether she likes kittens. So maybe not dreaming about kittens. Maybe she doesn't like cats. Dream about little puppies. How's that? And cupcakes. Everybody likes cupcakes. No one has phobia with cupcakes. 27. Dear, dear. And let's have a look. 2 over here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Half stitches are sometimes quite hard to read, particularly when it's boxed in. And one more here. Badui says, when you have a chance, check out John Powell patterns on Heaven and Earth. Let's have a look. We can have a look. The browser is ready. Let's have a look. So let me do a search. John Powell. Let's have a look. I'm not familiar with the guy. We can all is that correct? Let's have a look. Oh, wow, very flowery. Is that kind of a snip? Oh, it is very pretty. Let's have a look. They look like very painting like. I mean, all of them are probably illustration or painting of some sort. Oh, wow. Let's have a look. So, oh, there are only 6 pieces. Is that correct? So it's not, doesn't have a sort of a huge list of, have I got it correctly? Yeah, that's only 6 pieces, but they're very, very pretty. Let's have a look at that one. It's very kind of unique style, isn't it? It's kind of realistic, but not really. It's very stylized as well. And it's a parrot. Everybody loves parrot. A little birdie. It's parrot, right? Let's have a look. Oh, wow. It's the gridding part of the design. That is very unusual. I've never seen that on mock-ups. That can't be. That's probably the pattern. Very unusual style. Let's have a look at that one. A lot of flowers. Just a lot of flowers. Huh. Interesting. A lot of gardens. That's lovely. Thanks for introducing an artist to us. I didn't know that. I didn't. There's so many artists are so you know, kind of haven't been discovered by a lot of us. Tracy, hello, howdy. So Betty's familiar with Powell's work. Ah, yes, very pretty. Busy mom says it's 4:30. Got to head home from work. I'll be back. Yes. Safe journey, safe journey. We'll see you soon. Yes, only 6 patterns, which is kind of nice because when you have so many like Amy Stewart, you get a bit lost. even though they're all beautiful. You're gonna go, which one should I go for? Very nice. 27. And let me see. 67. 67. Here. It's a very unique style, jump house. But sometimes I'm thinking, you know, someone like Amy Stewart, she's got so many work of her artwork being converted into cross-stitching patterns and jigsaw puzzles as well. I wonder if that is something that she takes into kind of consideration when she creates a piece. Like majority of people kind of do you know, start from corners, whether she will go, well, maybe I need to fill in a little bit more details around the corners. So it's not boring to stitch. Because Amy Stewart's pieces are so packed with everything, majority of them. Maybe, you know, that does drive a creative process to compose the artwork, and in a particular way that works well for jigsaw puzzles and stuff. Tracy says, did I hear another Seoul starting next week? Yeah, so you know Wednesday's our Kim's Seoul day, right? Oh, these are kind of tricky to thread. And so of course you can do any Kim's pieces on Wednesdays, but not tomorrow and next week. Next. Oh my God, my Siri from my iPad. I don't know what I said to trigger Siri's from popping up, interrupting me again. Yes, so but next Wednesday, we're going to start a new piece called The Quoting Room. I can show you the pattern in a little bit if you're interested. It's by Kim as well. But Nikki and I happen to have the pattern, so we thought we're starting together. And then there are a few others, they're joining us as well. So hang on, let me do this one and I'll show you the pattern. I should have got it on my computer, but I don't. So I'm going to show you. And those of you who didn't see the mock-up earlier on, I'm going to show it to you again. It's a beautiful piece by Kim. So, oh, have you had that one? Just double check. I'm going to show you the mock-up. Tracy's saying I might have that. Oh, hang on. There's not a PDF. I'm going to show you the mock-up itself. There. This is the piece. And there's another version. I think one of us are doing, not me. I can't remember who's got the quoted border version as well. So the two different versions. And this one I've got is full colors. and some of us have regular colors, but they're all beautiful, beautiful. So have you got this one, Tracy? Oh, Tracy's got mini. Yeah, you can join in as well. But I think this one's got so much details. Originally, I got a mini for this one, and the more I look at it, the more I think it should be a regular color. So I've got both. I've got the max colors and the mini, but of course I'm going to be stitching the max colors. But I think, you know, there's so many little details here. I'm just worried might get lost in mini. So that's a personal decision there. So there you go. Anyone wants to join us? You know, Heaven and Earth is having 50% discount. So this will be a very good time if you want to grab a copy and join us next week. Salita says, Boho Seaside is so me. Yeah, it's quite pretty, isn't it? And Lakika says, I disappeared for a bit. I had to make dinner. And I hate sell. Finally bought the Anne Stokes piece I was eyeing. Yes, I mean, they do random sort of, you know, discount days. So I normally just keep, you know, the patterns I'm really interested in the wish list. And whenever there's a, you know, sale day, I just dive in and check them out. So that's my strategy right there. And also sometimes when you keep things in the sort of wish list and you go back and look at it, there are pieces that I keep them on the, you know, on the favorite list for a little bit. I take them off because, you know, sometimes I go back and have a look at them and go, oh, maybe not. But some of them stay there and I get them at the end. So 1, 2. And this was one of them. Let me take a sip of my tea. Oh, Claire says, I so love to start, but so many light colors. Yes, indeed. That's a style. Kim's style in general, but this one, yes, it's got very soft kind of pastel palette there. Oh, Suzanne has the quilt border. Yeah, the border is quite pretty, but it'd be quite interesting to stitch. It's quite thick as well. Yes, go have a look and come join us. Tracy says, I was thinking some added back stitch could help with the less detail of a mini. Yeah, that's one strategy as well. But also it depends on what fabric count you stitch in. If you're stitching on 28, it might be quite hard to add back stitches. But if you're doing something like 22, you know, it'll be quite nice. Yes, you absolutely can. Three over here. Tracy says I have 20 hay patterns.
And some of them go, 20? Try 3 digits. I don't have 3 digits of hay patterns yet. I've got a few. I am going to take it down this way. Yeah, Tracy, we were just talking about it earlier on. We've got so many patterns, there's just no chance we're going to finish them all, but who cares? It's the enjoyment of stitching them that counts, not the completion. Well, at least for me. Rose says, I'll be stitching with you all. I started it for Kim Day. Yes, you're ahead of us. You've already started. And she's stitching on 28 count 1/110. Oh, hang on. Yes, 28 1/1. And I have the max colors. What floss are you using? Is it DMC or CXC? Because 1/1, when I did the test with DMC, it looked very thin. Let me bring that up. Maybe I still have it here on my... Yes, we can have a look. Remember this? I showed this just a day before the Amy sew. So this is what 28 counts. I did it. I wanted to see how what the coverage was like, and 1/110 looks a little bit thin though with DMC. Maybe it's better with CXC. I don't know what thread you're using, but um 20, Tracy says 20 or 25. Yes, if you're going to do back stitches, then maybe slightly larger counts will come out even better, I think. And I think because it's mini, you can probably get away with 20 counts. It's not going to be too huge. Claire says, what fabric are you doing on sale for Wednesday? I'm doing 28 counts, and I have ordered the pre-gridded, like this type, but this is 25, so it's 28 version of this. And I have a plan. Tracy says, I was a bit of a sucker during the sales. Hey, you and me and everyone else here. That's why we're here. Yes. And Rose is doing max colors. So Rose, how do you find the coverage? Hang on, let me look down. Maybe you already answered. Slightly behind. Hey River. River says, I started counting my hays, got tired of counting at 90. Oh my goodness. I told you. Someone would come out and go, 20? You're joking. Try, 125 or something. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, your pattern keeper must be like bursting with different patterns. Dear, oh dear. I'm not quite there yet, but I can see it happening. I can totally see it happening. Oh my God, my Siri, Mr. Siri, please go away. I don't need you right now. I mean, he's always trying to like get attention.
when I'm streaming. Siri, there's no need for that. Don't be so insecure, okay? It's okay. I see you. I hear you. But please. Oh my God. Now the phone version of Siri is talking to me as well. Please go away. Leave me alone. I'm streaming, okay? I'm streaming. Oh, what is he like? Siri. Oh, don't say that word. Tracy says, if I had the space, I'd probably have them all started already. Well, this is the thing, Tracy. That's why I don't keep extra fabric in a house. I mean, I have some spare ones and I all use them up for various projects, but I try not to get spare fabric in a house because I'll be starting them like all the time. That'd be too dangerous, too dangerous. This one will be the last one. Oh no, actually, I'm gonna cross over there and do this one as well. I know, Tracy. I know. I just keep triggering. Oh, I can't say that word. No, no. You know who? You know. And he just keeps trying to like stream bum me. I know he needs attention. It must be quite lonely being there, not being, called upon. I rarely called him to do anything, so he's trying to kind of get a bit of attention there. I understand. I understand. I won't judge him. And Rose says, I'm using CXC. Okay, so maybe CXC it's a lot fuller. So what I'm going to do when I get my fabric for the project, I'm going to do another test with different floss, because with this one I use DMC because I already made up my mind I was going to use DMC for a sweet shop. But for this one, for quoting room, I'll probably do another test using both to see what happens. River says, now you're just sweet talking Siri, and he's getting excited. I know. And the thing is, I've got my iPad and I've got my iPhone, so both of them kind of just talking to each other. I mean, I don't know how many. Well, I can't say that word. There are two different versions happening at the same time, and the whole point, I thought, you're supposed to go, hey, the S word, to trigger it, but it turned out not to be the case. If you just say anything remotely close to that S word, it would just come on and say, hey, hello, and try to sort of, come up with all sorts of things like Google searches or something that I don't need. Seriously. Oh, no, I can't even say seriously. Oh my God. This is not easy, this life. Oh, yes, he just wants attention. Suzanne says, my kids trigger my hey Google all the time. Thank God I don't have the Alicia or whatever name that was for Google. Otherwise, it's going to be a very busy house here. Hey, busy mom is back. That was a short trip. Well done. Can you now do some stitching? Seriously, must be dying. Just go, give me that hoop. Those needles. Just give me some needles. I'm going to just stab the fabric just for the sake of it. Claire says, I never tried CXC thread. Oh, Claire, it's a slightly different texture. I've got quite a few projects that I use CXC. It provides really good coverage, particularly if you do 10 stitches, because 10 stitches depends on the fabric counts. on 28 is good, but 25, which I haven't tried 10 stitches on 25. Oh, this is actually 10 stitches in front of me. What am I talking about? It's okay. It's okay. The coverage is good. I'm looking at it. I'm like thinking, no, I don't have half crosses with DMC, because DMC, Gecko Rouge, they use DMC, but the texture is slightly different. But whichever, it's not bad. If you look really, really closely, maybe it's just my my stitching. Some of them you can probably see a little bit of fabric, but with CXC, the coverage is really good because of the texture. It's blended with cotton and polyester, I think. So for some reason, the coverage, you could say, in some cases, is better than DMC. So it's worth a try. I like DMC a lot. You know, not DMC, CXC. DMC is lovely for some projects, but it's not be one and end all. I think there are quite a lot of alternatives. They're doing just as well, if not better, in some regards. 134, 134, 134. Again, a number that doesn't mean anything to anybody. It's a yellow. Okay, so we're talking blonde hair now of the doll. 134. I can't believe that I'm looking forward to stitching a doll's head. How creepy. Suzanne says, I've never done a max color chart. Kind of curious. Yes, it's by doing max colors, you accepting the challenge of confetti war, which can be quite rewarding because you're adding a lot of, you know, subtlety with colors. I've got which ones? Sweet Shop. Oh no, Sweet Shop is regular. It doesn't have max colors. But I've got the Cake Shop, and I've got the Reading Nook, the Winter Reading Nook, in max colors as well. And now I'm doing this one coming up with Kim Jacobs. What else is max colors, I wonder? I must have another one. Trying to look. I think those two pieces, I think so. And the rest of them, either they don't have max colors, or I just decided to go for regular colors. Yes, you can definitely feel the difference, particularly with Cake Shops. Oh man, it's a bit of a challenge if you've never done it before, but that's part of the fun. So you have to find strategies to work with it. So sometimes changing methods, you know, changing your plans on how to approach it. One, two here. Three. Alexa. Thank God I haven't got an Alexa device, or it will be Mr. S and Mr. A and Miss A. Alexia is the lady, right? Man, that'll be a very busy household. Just full of these, you know, voices everywhere. Oh, these colors are so light. So it looks like It's been stitched already, but not. But the thing is, the mock-up for the quilting room looks quite pale. My suspicion is it might not look as pale as it looks on the mock-up. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm working on the Valentine nook as well. And if you just look at the mock-up, it looks quite sort of, a lot of white. But in fact, when you stitch it, it actually looks very earthy. It's got much darker tone than the mock-up. So that could be the case as well. But I'm up for it. Tracy says, I'm doing the sewing room with DMC. So think I'll do CXC for the quilt room. Yeah, give it a try. It's all about different stitching experience, isn't it? And CXC, I love stitching with CXC because it's very it's a very different stitching experience, I think, compared to DMC. DMC is very what's the word I'm looking for? It's got more structure. The DMC threads, it's got, the two strands, you can see them very clearly separate from each other. With CXC, it's a bit more subtle. There's a certain fluffiness to it. And I think because of that, it creates better coverage. It's a surprise because if you look at the floss themselves, some people don't like CXC because it's kind of too fluffy, but it creates very nice effect, I think. I've got many projects, particularly half stitches with CXC, and it works beautifully. And I might consider CXC for the new piece as well. I'll do a test when I get a fabric and see how it goes. I haven't quite made up my mind yet. But Dewey says, if hate pattern go by DMC, how do you convert it to CXC? You don't need to convert it because both of them use the same chart. So CXC uses exactly the same color chart and numbers as DMC. So you just need to swap the floss and nothing else changes. Tracy says, referring to the Mr. S situation, I need to be so mindful and not even say anything remotely sound like you know who. She says, Mai just responded and she's not sure how to help you with that. I know, that's the thing. If Mr. S comes up and always, really useful, come up with really useful stuff, then, I'll probably put up with him a little bit more. It's the fact that every time he comes up, he just serves the random search results that I'm not interested or never need. So I have to be a little bit harsh with him and tell him to go away. And it's really loud as well. You just go, hello, here's your search. And I said, but I haven't searched anything. Seriously. You're imagining things. And he just kept going, seriously. Ooh, can't even say that. Oh. Any word that starts with S, it gets very sensitive. He's just like lurking there, waiting to pounce on me and go, ah, there you go. You call my name. And I go, I haven't. Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, things I have to put up with. Gretchen says, I'm going to buy the yarn CXC Dreams Stitches. I'd like to try it out. Yeah, try it out. And you can get it from Etsy as well. There are quite a few people that sell them. I like it. Because originally I actually got CXC because of the price. You know, before I kind of got my full set of DMC. So originally I actually got it simply because it was cheaper. But then, you know, I went full circle with DMC after using DMC for quite a while, come back to CXC and really love it. It's just a different stitching experience. I like both. I like DMC for some projects and I love CXC for some others. Makes it fun. I am going to end this thread here. There you go. Ooh, the blonde hair is emerging. Scary stuff. Scary stuff. Grady says master set by Dream Stitches is about €45, I think. Yes, it's about, well, I think it's probably slightly cheaper for you guys. In the UK, it's about 45-ish in pounds though. So over here, maybe we're just paying more for everything. Rose says, I posted the first image of the quote shop on our page if you want to take a look at the coverage. Oh, yeah. So this is your piece, is it? Let me just refresh our Facebook group. If you haven't joined us, our Facebook group, feel free to do so. The link is in the description. And maybe I'll post the link on our chat as well. Hang on, let me just do this. Let me just paste the link of our group there. You're welcome to join us. Let me pin this message on top of the chat. So look up to the chat panel and I'm going to bring up our still see Steve's photo, seriously. Oh, don't say seriously, stop it. Yes. Oh, this is from Rose. She just posted it. It's kind of hard to tell because you're cross country. So yes, you can see in this area. So this is CXC, just one strand. Wow, that actually doesn't look too bad. Yes, Rose says this is one session of stitching. Max color. Right. It actually doesn't look too bad, but I think it's also to do with the design you're stitching, isn't it? Because for Swiss shop, it's so vibrant and bright. Maybe single strand might seem a little bit too thin, but if you think about Kim's Kim Jacobs style. It's very kind of light and sketchy. So maybe it actually works. So did you do a test before you decided to do single strand? Because that's my worry would be the coverage. But this area actually looks okay. It's kind of hard to tell. Yes, thank you for this. I'll definitely do a test to see how it comes up, and I'll share it with all of you. Maybe it will help you to decide. So now we have 148 members. Well done, everyone. And shall we look at Steve's photo again? Just joking. I think we had enough of Steve's photos. Oh, he's gonna be like, be so upset tomorrow. Now he said, "You're looking at my photo without me on the chat." Maybe he would like to explain those shorts, Oh, I've been hearing about Aero Floss. Is that another brand as well? There are quite a few different ones, isn't there? Seems. Let's have a look here. So we are below this red little fur ball there. Yes, I can see a little bit of the pink ribbon on top of the doll here. Oh, my goodness. Let's have a look. Now, 135, 135. I do have a piece here. There. 1, 2, 3. But the thing is, you guys, so when you buy different brands, do you ever blend them, or you stick with one brand per project? Because the textures might be different. I wouldn't blend DMC with CXC because they, the colors and textures are different. Three. Let me just snip this off. So Suzanne says, so from what I understand of all these Eco Floss, which CXC and Aero polycotton, yes, it's a blend, isn't it, are actually made in the same factory. So it's just different grades of quality. There are a couple of other ones as well. So different quality as in good and bad, or just different texture? So they were made in the same factory. Interesting. Suzanne is so knowledgeable. Two over here. have a sip of my tea. Roxy says not on different projects, referring to blending of different brand of flowers. And she says, but I will use both DMC and CXC on the same project, not the same number between the two brands though. Oh right, so you will supplement one brand for certain colors. And yeah, I've only done that with kind of exception. I've got one piece, I'm trying to recall which one that is. It's got, because I think the project I'm mainly using CXC, but I don't have the first few numbers, the new colors on with CXC, you know, from 0 to, is it 35 or something? I don't have those, so I cheat with DMC floss, but there are quite a few in a very small number of stitches, so you can't tell. But DMC is a lot, it's got that gloss a little bit, and brighter in color. It really depends. But CXC is more matte, I think, other than the texture as well. But I think, yes, so you just blend them kind of, is there a particular, it's interesting, isn't it? Because, CXC, I do find CXC, you know, the way it stitches very different from DMC. I like both. Total Stitcher says, I have a project that use both DMC and Anchor thread, and I can't tell the difference between them in the stitches. They're both cotton threads and is 2/1 tent on 28. Yes, Anchor is a funny one, isn't it? Because some I remember talking about this on the chat here, and someone says it's bought by DMC, so essentially it's the same company now. And Anchor, from what I know, it's got different color charts, isn't it? So it's a bit of a hassle to use Anchor. It's not very commonly mentioned, probably because of that, because you literally have to do conversion. So I do have some Anchor for other projects, you know, prior to the whole full coverage situation. But texture wise, I have no idea. I haven't used them for a long time. But it's supposed to be pretty good quality, because Anchor, they're known for their yarns for sort of what is called needlepoint, which I do from time to time. So I'm familiar with the brand. Yeah, what happened to Anchor? Oh, Suzanne says better quality and lower quality. So which one's higher then? And Rose says no test regarding the 1/1. Yes, 1/1 tent. No test. I just thought it was going to be a big piece and one strand would be full enough to keep with the fade looking. Yes, I think you're probably right, because I probably wouldn't do that with a sweet shop, for instance. You know, you can see my test there that I brought up here. It's actually not this one, that one. So you can see a C over there. It looks quite thin, but it probably works with the design, with Kim's design. Yes. So it really depends on the project, isn't it? The design itself. Let me see. Trying to catch up with the chat here. Roxy says, when they stitch together, I honestly can't see the feel the difference. I bet. I think when it comes to full coverage, large pieces like this, you know, if you blend them a little bit, to be honest, you probably can't tell for sure. Turtle Stitcher says, Turtle Stitcher Aka Heather, my anchor is from before DMC bought the Anchor brand. Do you think they have changed since? It's possible, isn't it? I don't know. Because Anchor is quite reputable as well, and I wonder why they didn't make it that eventually they get bought by DMC. DMC is kind of the gold standard, isn't it, when it comes to color charts? I think, and I think if conversion becomes a problem, kind of a hassle, then people stop using it, and then you lose the race, the competition, I guess. Yeah, Anchor is much cheaper floss wise. I remember having, I actually still have them in my drawer. I just don't know what to use them for. To here, make sure I mark them. Oh, Roxy says, I bought a bunch of Anchor floss on the spools. Oh, like the big ones. Right, before they went out of business. That's a very good idea. But if they, so they probably clear all their stock before they got sold. Yes. That was very clever to do that. Two. And I'm going to end it here. So Turtle Stitcher says there aren't direct equivalents between DMC and Anchor. I like the Anchor lavenders better. They're more blue, and the DMC are more pink, but not as blue as the DMC 333 340. Wow, we've got an expert here. But even, you know, I talked about this before, even DMCs, depends on batches, the same color or technically same colors can look very different. I'm slightly disturbed by that. And I've heard that before, you know, obviously it's not sort of 100% precise all the time. So if you, let's say if you stitch something that's, you know, the crossover 5 years and you have to top up your floss, literally the same colors can look quite different. And I've seen examples of orange colors. They look very different. One is so much darker and the other one is so bright, and they supposed to be the same color. So I don't know how that works. Let me go for another color here. I like to stitch something maybe a little bit darker for change. So my eyes get a little bit fatigued. Oh, this one's good. Nice and dark. 110. 110. I mean, the blonde hair looks very exciting, but it's tiring my eyes a little bit. 110. This one is a nice reset. It's dark chocolate brown. Sullivan, is that another brand? Oh, there's so much to learn. Greta says, haven't sewn a stitch yet today. First had a trip back home. Oh, you just come back from holidays, weren't you? Unpacked suitcases and now watching Relax Yogi live stream. I know, what a great way to unwind. Another stitching day tomorrow. Yes, relax and just listen to the chat. Well, just me talking really, but I'm chatting for you. And just relax. I mean, you know, traveling can be very stressful. It's strange, isn't it? All you do is sit in the car or on a plane, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting. So just relax and just hang out. And I have been known that to not unpacking my suitcase when I come back from a trip for a day sometimes. For some reason, I just don't want to touch the suitcase. So sometimes I just take out essentials and leave everything in the suitcase. Sometimes for many days, okay? Don't tell anybody. Don't judge me. It's just me. So sometimes I have my suitcase there for ages before it's properly emptied. I don't know. A lot of times I just need a holiday after having a holiday. Traveling so exhausting. These John James needles are quite hard to thread actually for 2 strands. I'm not too happy about that. I'll probably get some other brands. I love John James, but not 26, size 26. It's very hard to thread. But turtle stitch weather. When you say Anchor also has better pinks, does that mean that Anchor, even different batches, the colors are more consistent? Because sometimes it could vary, couldn't it? Just like DMC. Oh, dark colors are much better. For my eyes to rest a little bit from the yellow. Suzanne says, so if you're going to do a project that needs a lot of specific color, you should definitely buy it all at the same time so you don't run into dye lots issues. I know. But DMC is quite pricey here, so I buy, you know, on a need to know basis. One here and two. 1, 2, 3. Hang on. 1, 2 here. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. Okay, got it. Oh, Cosmo. I think I probably have heard of it. Where did I hear about it? Maybe from a Japanese floss tuber at some point. Yeah, it rings a bell. Because DMC is obviously very popular over there as well. I don't know what the price, you know, situations like in Japan with DMC. But yeah, I have heard of Cosmo. Or is it Cosmos? Yeah, Cosmo. It rings a bell. But I think well, I don't want to call it alternative floss because, you know, they're probably good threads in their own right. But if you want to compete with DMC in this kind of full coverage market anyway, you probably need to use the same color system because otherwise no one's going to use it if they have to convert it. So CXC is quite clever. You know, just the colors are different. If you place them side by side, you know, the same color numbers, lots of them, quite a few of them look very different. But overall, you probably, you know, if you're consistent using the same same brand, you probably wouldn't notice difference. You still end up with a really beautiful piece. Clover says, I like pony black needles. They're nickel free. I have a nickel allergy. So is nickel a kind of metal or coating that on the needles? Yes, I heard pony being mentioned a few times. I'm not familiar with the brand, but I love to try. And also, as I was picking my fabric today, so is there any difference between, is it Zwega and what's the other word that's mentioned a lot with even with fabric? Zweig and Lugana. What's the difference between them? Are they the same thing? Fabric experts, please enlighten me, because I'm really confused. I was looking for 28 counts, and DMC, they don't make 28. Yeah, they make 28 counts, but I was looking for gridded fabric, 28 counts, and I don't think DMC have them. They didn't come up anyway. But then you have Zweig, Lugana, but I have no idea what the difference is. They all look the same. Suzanne as well, only buy a little. Yeah. And also, you know, I don't know where to put them because so much at one time. One, two, 1, 2, 3. And one more. Oh, it's Sweet God. Probably butcher the name as well. It's a brand. Okay, so it's a brand. Lugana is the style. So Lugana, so it's a brand and Lugana is a style. Is that different from the DMC even weave? Because for a sweet shop, I got sort of just plain white DMC even weave. So Lugana, is that different in terms of texture? Is there any difference at all? So Solomon is a brand of thread as well. Betty, nothing's being shipped to UK. We just have to pay like, you know, a small fortune just to get some DMC. No thread, no Solomon for you in the UK. It's always the case, always the case. Oh, but you know what? The other day, because all along I thought, I'm trying to find an example, because my favorite 26, size 26 needle are the ones with the go eyes. Those are really easy to thread. I'm trying to find one here. Is it this one? No. I'm trying to find one. I must have one here lying somewhere. Let me see. Yes, I've got a few here. So I hope you can see it. So these are actually my favorite size 26 needles. It's got a gold eye here and it's quite wide in comparison to, let me put John James needle on the side. And all along I thought these gold ones with the gold tip, so this is not a one. I want to find one that's John James. So the one on the right is John James. This one is one with gold eyes. I kept thinking these were DMC needles, but I just realized I was wrong. These are, I think it's called Prime, P-Y-P-R-Y. Oh, I should know. I'm trying to figure out. You know, it's quite a well-known brand as well. Let me see if I can bring on. I realized I was wrong all along because I thought DMC discontinued this gold eye needle here, but it turned out I got the wrong brand. It's PRYM. I'm sure you're probably familiar with the brand, and it's got gold eye needles. So I'm gonna guess some because I only realized that they're still around. I just got the brand wrong. Gold needle. 26 needle. Let me see and show you. Let me see. These ones. So 26 counts, like these ones. Yes, these ones. So I was so happy when I realized that because I thought I like DMC 26, size 26 as well, but I really like these ones because they're so easy to thread. So I'm gonna get some of them, and the price is quite reasonable as well. I like these ones. So there you go. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of them. And Rose says, oh, we just posted something, have you? Let me have a look. Let me refresh our Facebook group. Let's all have a look, shall we? Let me just refresh that. Oh my goodness, what is this? Hang on. What are we looking at? Calculating fabric needs. Oh, lots of words. It's nearly midnight here. I can't read. So let's have a look. Yes, I think I'll read later on when I have the mental power. So it's regarding the count, fabric count. Thank you, Rose. And everybody check out this post on our group. Tracy says, Lugana is an even weave fabric. That's a cotton rayon blend. Oh, so it's the actual fabric, how it's blended together. Which one's better though, Lugana or DMC? I think DMC is just cotton, isn't it? But also, what I like about 28 count DMC is the holes are very open. So this is 25 counts. I don't know. It could be DMC. I don't know what brand this is. Probably DMC. It came with Gecko Rouge, but the 20. These are the holes are very tight together, and it's fine with 28, 25 counts. But with 28 counts, what I love is the spaces in between. The threads are a lot thinner. So it's quite easy to stitch, I find, quite airy. It's like stitching butter. Love it. 28 counts, DMC. Suzanne says, okay, so both Zweigart and DMC 28 counts are still called Lugana. So DMC is Lugana as well. So Lugana is not brand specific. it's a kind of blend, correct? Lugana. But the fiber content is different. Oh dear. So it gets a little bit intricate here. So Lugana is basically cross the brand. Yeah, because I hear people say Lugana, Lugana, this and that. I just don't know because they all look the same. They look very similar. Gretty says we don't. It won't be long before we don't need internet anymore. All information is on Yogi Facebook group. Awesome. I know. Well, but Yogi Facebook group is also on internet. Okay, we do need internet. But I just love that so much information every day is feeding into the Facebook. So thanks to all of you. You know, it's everybody's contribution. So, and we're very lucky to have some very knowledgeable viewers here. Suzanne says DMC is 100% cotton and Zweigart is 52 and 48% cotton model. I don't know what that means. So which one's better in your guys' opinion? Can you even feel a difference? Is there any difference when you stitch it? Yogipedia. No, but it's not my knowledge. It's all yours. So it's, you know, I don't know where we have to come up with a new term. So we go have more drape. Oh, you mean like softer? Yes, thank you, Rose. I'll definitely have a read. I think would be quite useful. Because these things, you know, were kind of, well, I can only speak for me. A lot of these kind of terms, I just go, roughly know what they are, but not really knowing the nitty-gritty. Like the other day when we talked about, you know, Ada versus even weave. I mean, you know, you kind of generally know they're all fabrics, and but you don't know exactly, you know, what the definitions are. So it's quite useful to know, because once you know it, it kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Right. So I'm going to pick one more color here to work with. And then, you know, we'll wrap up the session because it's close to midnight here in the UK. This time flies though. It just doesn't feel like, I feel like I've just started working on this area. Let me pick one more color then. Why not? 16. I'm going to work on a darker color. 16. Because on Mondays we have shorter sessions. So I want to kind of make up the lost time. So we started about half an hour earlier, which is quite nice. See how easy it is to thread with this golden eye needles. Oh, I love them. I know Suzanne is one hour ahead of me, so you know it's way over midnight over there. You've done well, Suzanne. I hope you're feeling better chatting with us, you know. Getting you distracted from the soreness. I bet it's sore. One more down here. Suzanne says, I'm not so tired. I slept really well last night. I think sleeping is so important when your body is trying to recover from whatever it is. You know, sometimes people feel guilty sleeping a lot. Actually, if you ever feel sleepy, sleep. Just do it. Just do it. Because it's your body is trying to tell you that it needs some rest. Just sleep. It doesn't matter what time of the day. If you feel tired, sleep. The last stitch here. There's something happening here. It's very exciting. It's so nice to stitch something that's darker after bright colors, like paler colors. Beautiful. I love boomerang stitches. Perfect. It's my last ones here. Let's have a little look here. Suzanne says my legs pretty swollen, but I'll live. The bruise is quite impressive. Oh, I know. You poor thing. Yes, it probably feels really, really sore. Right, let's have a look. See what I've done today. And what have I done? Let's have a look. So, today I started from this area. Let me just bring out my little mark up there. It's a little fur ball here, bonbon, and starting, kind of finish the bottom part of it and start to move into this blonde hair, this slightly quippy doll here. I don't know why I'm fascinated by it, and she lives in a sock. It looks like a sock of some sort, like a little pouch, and with the hair sticking out. So I was kind of somehow looking forward to stitching this bit, but it's quite bright. You can see a little bit of the ribbon kind of emerging with this kind of pink colors there. So it's taking shape there. So I've been cross country, not wandering too far, but slightly further, maybe my comfort zone there. So I'm improving my cross country skills with half stitches. And let's have a look at the app as well to see how many stitches I actually managed today. Exciting stuff. So speed stitches, look away because you're going to be so shocked. Okay, my big reveal at the end is always shocking with the stitches. And there you go. So today I've moved forward. Oh, I'm over 8%. Was I 8% before? Maybe I was. Maybe just a little bit. Now I'm 0.6. And today's stitch count, drum rolls, everyone. Ta-da! 296 today. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yes, it's 10 stitches, but for me, even 10 stitches can be very, very slow. And so today is not bad at all, probably because it hasn't been very confetti at all. So it helps. And I kind of just move it around, these two main areas, not too many starting and stopping. So 296 is nearly 300. Whoa, yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Round of applause for me. Shameless asking for a round of applause and medals and trophies, and maybe no trophies. Okay, some pizza and whatever else you can throw at me, I'll take it. Okay, so I'm having so much fun, and I've learned so much today. And don't forget, tomorrow it's our Kim Jacobs Soul Day
every Wednesday. And tomorrow I'm gonna grab one of the pieces I've got here and stitch with you. So grab a piece if you haven't got one already. Heaven and Earth is having a sale today. It's gonna go on for a couple of days. So grab your patterns now. There's no better time. And so tomorrow we're gonna come back and appreciate Kim Jacobs, our work together. And there's a lot to appreciate. And if you want to join me with next day's new start, you're welcome too. And more the merrier. It's more fun, isn't it? And whatever you're stitching, stitch safely, wear helmets if you're cross country. And I'll see you tomorrow. So from this sleepy town called London, I'm going to sign off. Yogi signing off. And enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Pick one you like, and I'll see you tomorrow. Nighty night. Night night. Thanks everyone. Thank you for your company. Bye.